Okay, so I'm making this to kind of bring together all of the current, let's just say more popular people talking about Earth 2. This is as of Tuesday, um, 8/24/21. So I currently have two, four, five tabs open. One is Logan Paul's profile. Two are Logan Paul's mentionings of Earth 2. And the other two is Daymond John's podcast that mention Earth 2 as well. Now, there should be a third one from Logan Paul, but I couldn't find it reposted anywhere on YouTube because the first instance it was not really mentioned but hinted at was on Logan Paul's what is it called? Maverick site. It's Maverick clothing site, which has a portion on there where he can post personal stuff, and it's just a small group that's on there right now. But I subscribed to it for the very beginning of when it first came up because of him hinting at it, because I just wanted to see directly what the context was, and he hinted at the virtual tiles, how he couldn't buy his house, how he had to go and get other locations, and he said those locations, but he never said Earth 2. So we were wondering what he was talking about. But before I get into two links, here is his profile. This is his profile that he has on there. His net worth is just 15 grand. Property value increase is 9.5 grand. Um, he said he put in about 5 grand into Earth 2, and he's been into buying this virtual stuff with cryptocurrency from NFTs and Earth 2. Like he said in one of the videos, I think I'm skipped past it because on here because I just wanted to see wanted to show when he said Earth 2, but there was on one where he bought something for $100,000, then someone offered him $700,000 for it, and he denied it because he knew it's going to be worth millions in the future. So just a quick scroll. I just want to click on this one real quick because this is the one where I neighbor him with three tiles. It was the only three tiles left I could get as new tiles directly bordering his, so I decided to buy it. Here it is. If I can zoom in here, get rid of these real quick. These are his tiles. He kind of bought up the dock. And these are where is it? No, actually, so that's one of these are mine. That's one, so that's not it. Three. Here we go. So this one, this tile, I think hang on. Clear. Okay. This single tile and these two tiles are mine. Oh shoot, I zoomed out. We zoom down here. Here's my username. And I directly neighbor Logan Paul. Now, if we go over here to this is the second, well, this is the first time he mentioned Earth 2, but this is the second time he talked about it. Since we know after he confirmed it, we understand that the time he hinted about it was about Earth 2. So I had to go on and I'm using Stern's video right here. Um, I'm doing this on a last whim, trying to make this video, so I couldn't come on to Discord and ask him if I could use his content. So hopefully he's okay with this because this is basically help promoting him. So here's his referral code. He also linked his profile, and here's a couple other um, accounts from him. So this is just basically free advertisement. Hopefully he's fine with this. Um, let's watch this real quick.
Point where I can point at projects because of my track record and go, that's it. This one's gonna work.
At what point?
Look at the return.
At what point are you? At what point are you spending money because you can? Just out of curiosity.
Because I can.
Yeah.
Well, I
You
mean,
don't really do that anymore. Well, I mean, you do. I know we haven't really talked about this much, but you do own quite a bit of property over on Earth 2.
Yo, but another example. Another example.
If anybody in the chat knows what Earth 2
Earth 2,
is,
baby.
bro, he owns literally
I'm fucking on it.
fucking property in like you own like a piece of the Grand Canyon or some shit, right?
I own a piece of the Grand Canyon. I own a part of the tip of Mount Everest. I own part of Santa Monica Beach. I own the fucking salt flats in Qatar because the resources in the lithium you can harness from that is highly valuable.
Bro.
Resources. I own Mount Everest
or some fucking property in like you own like a piece of the Grand Canyon or some shit, right?
I own a piece of the Grand Canyon. I own a part of the tip of Mount Everest. I own part of Santa Monica Beach. I own the fucking salt flats in Qatar because the resources in the lithium you can harness from that is highly valuable.
Bro.
Wait, so you can go to that spot in the Grand Canyon and be like, yo, I own this.
Yeah,
So I can build right here.
Yes, if
Yes.
you are in and out, if you algorithmatize yourself in that.
Even Mount Rushmore, you'd be like, yo, this
Okay, so that's the first time he talked about it. Of course, his friends were kind of laughing at, which everyone kind of does whenever they first hear about it. That was at this time. This was in February. So he was even mentioning resources back then. But of course, his count isn't verified yet, so he hasn't been on ever since the verification process was updated. But here's a second time he also talked about it. Have it paused right here.
Own a fifth of the Mona Lisa. Like the possibilities of
So here he's talking about
digital art
NFTs.
and assets on the blockchain, I think are limitless. And there's so much
Let me make sure this is actually recording the audio.
room for growth
Okay, it is. Sweet.
and creativity in the space as meta worlds start to come out. And
Is that like Earth too? Like that kind of stuff?
yeah, pretty much, bro. Like everything's going digital, bro.
I do like how the gallery's in your phone, so you don't have to take somebody
Well,
to your house to your art gallery.
So they just mentioned it here, talking about virtual stuff, how it's getting more popular. Simple mention of it, but the really exciting part is when they started to talk about it. When Daymond John started to talk about it, and this kind of reset. Hopefully, this will load for me.
I mean, that's a
There
good
we go.
question. How should my money be working harder for me right now? Because I feel like my money is like Hank. It's just on vacation constantly.
It is.
Hank's right there. Yeah.
Hank's right there. Yeah.
Well, you should invest in get it. Listen, I got a bunch of really great billionaires that are working for me. I got Steve Jobs working for me. I got Elon Musk working for me. I don't have to do anything.
Talking about
Stonks.
stocks,
Yeah.
baby.
Are stonks,
Yeah.
are
love
stonks
stonks.
going up, or are we doing Dogecoin? Those are the only two options.
Those are real estate.
They're not making more land.
They're not making more land. Well, they are on
That's
Earth
what
2.
everyone loves to do. Yeah.
You checked out Earth 2 yet?
No. Where's that?
Well, Earth 2 is so if you guys like all this crypto stuff, Earth 2 is, I know everybody's gonna start looking at Earth 2. You can start buying tiles on Earth 2.
We
That
got a couple.
sounds
Some of the video guys here got some.
That
we got
sounds
some
like a
Earth too.
scam.
You got some Earth 2?
So
What
wait,
do you
is
mean?
that's an NFT of a?
Some of the video.
You can start looking at Earth 2. You can start buying tiles on Earth 2.
We
That
got a couple.
sounds
Some of the video guys here got some.
That
we got
sounds
some
like a
Earth too.
scam.
You got some Earth 2?
So
What
wait,
do you
is
mean?
that's an NFT of a fake Earth?
It's not is it an NFT of Earth? No,
No,
it's not an NFT of Earth.
It makes no sense. They're just selling Earth.
But
Yeah,
I'm in it very.
Okay, so them two, they don't understand what Earth 2 is because they haven't looked into it. They only know about Phase 1. Daymond John knows about Earth 2. Don't know if he invested into it, but I actually learned something new about that little comment from the guy, the fourth guy. He said some of the video guys have some of Earth 2. If I can
Interesting.
go back.
It's not,
That's an NFT of a
The
fake.
video guys here got.
you can start buying tiles on Earth 2.
We
That
got a couple.
sounds
Some of the video guys here got some.
That's
Okay, so
sounds like a
that's basically, even though Daymond John had, we don't know if he's in it yet. We do know that wherever this was being interviewed at, Barstool, Big Cat, something, but So some of the video producers here for this podcast, they do have tiles in Earth 2. So it's more popular than you may think. Now let's get back to here.
Are you also going to be producing, right?
Yeah.
Some audio stuff for Audible.
Yep.
Are there new shows coming down the pipeline?
There are. I just I can't speak of any at the moment.
Okay.
But yeah, some more Audible originals. We think that there's a lot of stories that people want to hear that they don't have necessarily time to pick up a book. They can listen to it, obviously, though.
It's the best.
Driving, wherever,
Yeah.
get on the treadmill, whatever the case is. Yeah.
Yeah. Get on the train, pop in your headphones, and
That's it. Yep.
buyraycon.com. Sponsor. I don't know.
No problem.
Maybe they'll buy another one. What is your take on, because I know you're a savvy business guy, and especially in the last year, a couple of things that have just never stopped being talked about. Cryptocurrency,
NFTs.
Bitcoin, and NFTs, right?
Yeah.
Like just all the time. I have a guy that works here that has a virtual fucking racehorse.
Like virtual racehorse.
Yeah. So he bought a virtual racehorse that competes in virtual races. He's out of his mind.
Yeah. Well,
He's
I don't
a
know.
nerd. Redhead.
I've never heard of that. Is he on Earth 2 as well?
Is he on Earth?
Earth 2
Oh, I don't know.
is a virtual world. I believe it's called Earth 2.
I don't know. Can you Google that?
Here they show the
I
site.
think it's Earth 2.
Great. You're going to make him fucking buy something else today.
You can buy tiles. You can buy tiles of.
Oh.
There you go.
Dude,
So-
you just ruined his night.
Yeah.
He's going to come in tomorrow and be like, guess what I
Yeah.
got on Earth 2?
Yeah, you can buy all. Well, I'm sure Beverly Hills is all taken,
Oh, yeah.
but
Pomona's probably open.
yeah, I think Pomona's open. Yeah, so yeah, NFTs, cryptocurrency. I'm still trying to figure it out and learn it as well. I do know that all the people I respect know that NFTs is obviously going to be a path forward, and there's going to be very good ways for people to to utilize it. I've seen some creative things happen.
Yeah.
Crypto. I mean, people just got to really get to understand it. Where is the backing behind it? Is this a pump and dump, or is it something? And then it's a mixture of often branding by people always saying, "Oh, well, I know Dogecoin, or whatever the case is." So
Okay, so they actually showed the site on this one, which is awesome, free advertising even further on that. And this is the second time he talked about it with a different audience. Like with Logan Paul, obviously it was just with his friends the 3 times he mentioned it. Oh no, not this. This was an actual podcast. So yeah, so once was to his friends, one's on an actual other podcast. And this one he did 2 podcasts, and he actually showed the site. And what he was talking about NFTs and cryptocurrency, I trust Daymond John on anything that he is invested in, because of course he's on Shark Tank and he takes a lot of gambles on some stuff, because he's a billionaire. But him saying that NFTs and cryptocurrency are going to be a really how can I say this, a highly invested thing. This is going to be amazing for Earth 2, because Earth 2 tiles are already set up to be technically on a blockchain. Of course, we have no confirmation about blockchain or crypto stuff, but anything on the blockchain is going to help us. And again, with the stuff they said that if it's a pump and dump, that's with cryptocurrencies, because a lot of people make what you call shit coins, where they just make it for the hype, or you join in on the purpose behind it. Like there's cryptocurrencies that are actually in use for purchasing, so it actually has an active market all the time, or it's just part of the hype, which he's referencing Dogecoin with Elon Musk and all that stuff. So this is a lot for Earth 2. Now I'm really late on putting this out, but I just wanted to try and make this just to combine all the known videos right now, because I don't think anyone has done that so far. They just kind of just put them in a row and they copy and paste the links back and forth. and I don't feel like doing that. I just want to put it all in one video and throw it out there. So hopefully Logan Paul and Daymond John continue to talk about this. And the 2 times that Logan Paul talked about it, there was a big amount of time, not really a big amount of time, but there was a bigger amount of time between the times he talked about it versus Daymond John. It was pretty quick, the 2 times that he mentioned it. So I really hope he has tiles. And if he does, I really hope that his profile is verified, because I do not know when these were recorded, because they obviously take some time to output once they're recorded. And hopefully Daymond John has an account, and hopefully Logan Paul verifies his account. And again, even though I didn't get Stern's direct permission, I am advertising for him. So go ahead and watch this video from him, give him some credit, and go watch a couple other videos from him. So hopefully he's not mad at using just that short snippet of his video. And that's about it. So thank you.